checkmate. Pa, checkmate. Go and tell the ANC that I want them to reinstate me. Kusho Jacob Zuma. Fikile Mbalula has responded. Zuma is a liar. Zuma, we know Zuma. He was a. Hey, you know the problem with the ANC is this: they forget that we know who they are. They think that we don't know who they are. But they did not lose votes because people don't know the ANC. So you are the last person to tell us about lies. No. You know that other people can talk about lying. Not you, ANC. Footnote DA. You guys have lost the qualification to teach us about lying and self-saving and self-saving. Not you. You have discredited yourselves, not us. So you are the last people to tell us about lying, self-saving, what. You are the last people to tell us about that, not you. But you know what? There is a man in the name of Vusi Thembekwayo. He saw this Zuma thing coming and he says, be careful of he warned people, but people did not listen. He says, you may hate this old man, but his moves. Oh, you think I'm joking? Vusi Thembekwayo once said it. Here.
Because say whatever you will about Mbalula, he's constantly 5 steps ahead of everybody. He's just constantly 5 steps ahead. He sees it, he plots it, and you can't, as a strategist, you can't but admire that there's an entire commission happening, and yet nobody's been able to produce a single email that says it came from him.
Okay, so let's proceed. Now, I want you to tell me something. Now, I'm going to give you 3 people here. So, I've already given you Vusi Thembekwayo. So, now I'm going to give you the following one. I need to give you Fikile Mbalula. And after Fikile Mbalula, Jacob Zuma Foundation spokesperson, Mr. Manyi, has responded also to Mbax. And telling Mbax ukuthi Mbax awusimele kancane. Phola mdogo, phola awukakaphakwa, hlehla pheseni awukakaphakwa, phola mdogo. Right? Hayi akusho mina. Umzalele Manyi uthi hlehla pheseni awukakaphakwa. Mana lapho. Mana nje ungajahi Mbalula, ungajahi. Iyekela nje lento yakho ukuthi when you see a mic you get excited. It's going to land you into trouble. Hear it from us. Take it easy. Remember that you are not even the last person. Hey, when Mzalele Manyi said that, he's like, no. Do you know that Jacob Zuma can still go into a conference? So this is me thinking people are not happy with Mbalula. People are not happy with Ramaphosa. So if Zuma goes there, what will the majority of people, what will they say? Don't you think they will say, we want him back? Considering also what he has done to them. Don't you think they will say that? But this creates a bit of a dilemma. I'm going to tell you why. But do you remember Jacob Zuma once said, hey, Bafana Bam, I do scientific politics. And he explains what is scientific politics. We'll talk about it on another video. But listen to this one. Before we proceed, let's start here. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people. Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, now we are about to go to Mbalula manje. Prepare yourself to listen to Mbalula. My biggest problem with Mbalula is what he said. I was like, Mbalula, no. Don't say this. There are things you can, you know when Zuma says he does scientific politics, I now think, I think, and I will emphasize it, I think I know what he's saying. He's basically saying, I do something that is proven and tested. I will say to people something that is proven and tested. What is proven and tested? For now, pack it here. We'll talk about it on the next, somewhere. But for now, listen to Mbalula lying here.
Mr. Mbalula, just a reaction from you on the former President Jacob Zuma sending a lawyer's letter demanding that he be reinstated as part of the African National Congress.
Well, Zuma's letter is mischief, and we treat it as such. And it's mischief because he was engaged by the organization at various levels. And in terms of the ANC constitution as its guidance, we have acted on Zuma. It's not a member. So we're following that process. And that's what is important. And we are not going to respond to any other thing because it seeks to divert us from this occasion of 113th year. He had an opportunity to send his love letter many days ago. He didn't, but he chose this day. That's how he works. That's how he operates. Mischievous, uncouth, ridiculous old men who basically thrive on disunity for his own self-interest. That's what he does. He doesn't serve South Africa. He doesn't serve the ANC. He doesn't serve our people. He serves himself. Himself and only himself. That's what he is. And his days of misleading our people are numbered because they will see him for who he is. Right from that Nom Kokwana he has created. They will see him. He's a liar. He's unreliable. He only serves himself. He's not a friend to anybody, but he's a friend to himself. And the ANC will treat him with the same intensity of who he is going forward. So there's nothing to respond to that letter. He must take us to court. He must do whatever he thinks is of importance to himself. We know his shenanigans. We knew his game plan. We have followed the constitution to the latter. We'll defend the integrity of our movement and its discipline. All members of the ANC to the ground and to stay focused everywhere else in the country. All actions that seek to pep him up are temporary. We will regain our strength, and that's what is important for us. We are focused. Here in the Western Cape, I'm standing next to the provincial secretary. We are here to strengthen our organization, to make it a point that it lives. And as we say today, ANC lives, ANC leads. And that is the battle cry here today. We have accepted the outcome of the results. We've gone to our people. We're working on redoing everything that is wrong. That was done by Jacob Zuma, among others, to make it a point that South Africa thrives. Under the leadership of the ANC led by Cyril Ramaphosa. And that's what we are focused on. Any ill-disciplined tendency will be dealt with the ferocity of a cornered bull and the agility of a cat. We will deal with ill-discipline in our movement. Any self-respecting party will not tolerate ill-discipline in its ranks, including that Nom Kokwana he has created. He doesn't tolerate ill-discipline himself. So here in the ANC, it has been Kwavula's book, Kwazenzel. People do as they wish, and that is over. We will take them to the DC, we'll charge them, those who are ill-disciplined, and our members agree with that. It's part of the renewal process, and we're going to do exactly that, to discipline people who are out of order, who bring the organization in disrepute. That's what we're going to do. And it's not just shouting from the rooftop and everything else. Anyone can compare themselves to Mbalula. Mbalula is not ANC. ANC is its membership. And the membership of the ANC says to me, SG, act. On behalf of the organization, the constitution allows me to do that. I took Ace and Zuma to the TC. I will take Tony Ngeni, I told him, to the TC. Obed Bapela and everyone else, I will take them to the TC and let's meet at Congress. I will charge them. And I've informed them that I will charge them. That is going to happen. With or without the support of their friends, they will be charged. And their case will be heard by the ANC Disciplinary Committee. I don't need an NEC meeting to charge Tony Ngeni. I don't need an NEC meeting to charge a wayward behavior of an NEC member. NEC have said a long time ago, SG act. I'm acting now. Let's see. I'm acting now. Now. Nobody will stop me from that. The membership of the ANC agrees, majority of it. And nobody will stop me from that. We don't need permission of anyone. The Constitution agrees with us to act, and we have acted before. And that's it.
Now, guys, when we say bring it on, bring the heat, we're talking about something like this, where you make Mbalula to say things, you shake Mbalula to an extent that they forget Uguti in Gauteng. ANC dropped. In KZN, ANC dropped. Nationally, ANC dropped. Why? Because ANC has been lying to people. So now you come and you say Zuma is a liar. We say, wait. Why at the ANC didn't get enough votes? People know that you're lying too. But let me now be a bit specific too. Izinhle zu 1 million. Zizokwakhiwa la. Mbalula. JJ Tabane calls him. Mbalula, where are the 1 million houses? No, he was not talking about the 1 million houses. It was the pigmentation of the pigmentation that pigmentated in the pigmentation. Broad daylight. We are going to build smart cities. Till today, not even a single of those mad cities that have been built under Ramaphosa. Same promise time and again. Now you want to tell me when you have a right to talk to us about lying when you are the epitome of lying yourself. You have lied to people to an extent that people do not trust you at all, and they reduce you during voting time. You still have the audacity of talking to us about lying when in actual fact you are actually the proven liar in this country. That's why people don't trust you. So I think it would have been nice for the ANC to say something else. Choose your words wisely. Don't say these things because now we're going to say, okay, wait. Konje nina niyalikhuluma ngeqiniso nina nje asiqale kini sizobuya kuZuma nina. So if it was me, I would say don't use these words because we are going to use the very same words to judge you. We are going to use the very same words to measure you and see if you are exactly, or if you are not an opposite of what, or if you are an opposite of what the person is doing. But if you are the same thing, why must we believe your words when you yourself are a liar? It's like a criminal who tells us that we need to punish other criminals for committing crime. But you are yourself, you are a criminal. Why must we even talk to you? Why must we even look at you? You understand what I'm saying? Mzwanele Manyi dealing with the liar again. He said this.
No, the foundation does not rate Mbalula. As you can hear, it's just an exasperated fellow that doesn't know what to do. He doesn't even know that the NEC of the ANC is not the highest decision-making structure of the ANC. There is still the conference. So he speaks as if the final has been set on President Zuma, and yet the same constitution of the ANC knows that the NEC is indeed a structure in between conferences, but the conference still remains the highest decision-making body. So President Zuma can still go to the conference of the ANC. So the matter is not done. But President Zuma has decided that in the interim, he'll go to court because there were a whole range of procedural flaws that were in that NDC and NDCA. One of those, for instance, is the issue of just a pure basics, where if a matter is being handled by the NDC, it means then the organization must take a step back and allow the NDC to dictate the process, as it were. All kinds of agreements were had that the process is going to unfold in a public environment, physical setting, and what have you. Instead of that happening, the ANC interferes with that same process, and they say, no, it must be on Zoom, it must be on all kinds of other ICT formats which President Zuma is not familiar with, and all of that, which just shows the interference of the whole thing. So at that level, it was already spoiled, this process. So to reach decisions where President Zuma, even as we speak today, hasn't had his right of reply to all these spurious allegations that they make against him. So the process is not credible. So any court must get to a decision to review this purely on procedure, even before we discuss the merits. But even if you were to go to the merits and look at the inconsistencies of this decision, there is nothing that His Excellency President Zuma has said to date that Solly Mapaila has not said, but nothing is happening to Mapaila. President Zuma said MK Party will be registered and will contest the elections, and then he gets all kinds of excitement by the ANC of Ramaphosa, and they want to do all kinds of things to him. Mapaila makes the same thing this a few days ago. He says the SACP will register SACP as a party to contest elections and contest the ANC, and nothing happens to him. The ANC says it is an organization of integrity, an organization of virtue, and then you have its own so-called president that has stashed millions in the couches, and the ANC turns a blind eye to this. You know, we have an ANC of Ramaphosa today that has got the temerity to go into bed with the former oppressors, as it were. Oliver Tambo would not have done this. Nelson Mandela would not have done this. Chief Albert Luchulu would not have done this. But because this is the shadow of the ANC, this is the fake ANC, you have this ANC that can go and do a deal with a Freedom Front Plus, can you believe it? With the DA, can you believe it? So this is a kind of a shadow of the ANC that we have. This is why they do these kinds of things. His Excellency President Zuma wants to save the real ANC, not this thing that is busy now in some small soccer field that can hardly take 2,000 people, which just shows that this thing is dead. As it were, the real ANC would have packed any stadium in this country, but the shadow ANC is struggling to be busy in some small soccer field in Khayelitsha of a 2,000 capacity. That's the situation that we're doing.
Mina guys nganitshela nizowakhumbula amazwi when I said this year we are going to school and we are going to learn politics 101. Apha mangam ngangiqama khuluman. Was I lying? Definitely not, Bongs. So give me my credit. I want it. Give me my credit. I want it. Because everyone is shaken by this old man. 82-year-old is shaking your so-called young people who apparently are intelligent and energetic, but they are shaken by an 82-year-old. Hey, when wisdom becomes everything. I just wish I will age like Jacob Zuma, where we age nicely, age like wine. Oh, my God. When we deal with thousands of millions of people, we handle them like we are handling a glass of wine in a hand. Yar, but lo mdala loya uzokubamba. Lo mdala uzokubamba usho uthi yabona manje uZuma ungidila nami. And uzokubamba na uzobona ukuthi Zuma is dealing with me now. Ooh, Jehovah. If Zuma, imagine if, I wonder if Zuma was a lawyer. What type of lawyer do you think Zuma would have been? Yeah. Let me leave this question today. Imagine if Jacob Zuma was a lawyer. My God, there's a complicated case you are involved in, and he comes into your defense. How do you think the outcome would have been? That's the question of the day.